Hello and welcome. We are one in the supercosmic consciousness. We are time anti-time.
In this unit, we will discuss the Buddhic self, a higher dimension of consciousness, and its role in spiritual awakening, its correspondence to the Buddhic plane, and its components, the Buddhic body, mind, heart, circulatory system, and aura.
The nature of the Buddhic self.
The Buddhic self represents a profound level of awareness and spiritual identity. It awakens when you move beyond the ego and duality, allowing you to experience direct, intuitive knowledge, universal compassion, and spiritual unity. This is often described as the part of you that feels at one with all beings, embodying empathy, love, and deep inner harmony.
The Buddhic plane.
The Buddhic plane is a higher plane of spiritual existence, above the physical, etheric, and astral planes, but beneath the atmic and higher spiritual worlds. This plane is characterized by synthesis and unity. All sense of separation dissolves, and you perceive the interconnectedness of all life. Intuitive wisdom. Knowledge is gained through pure intuition, not through logic or intellect. Compassion. Genuine, unconditional compassion arises naturally as you intuitively sense the suffering and joy of all beings as your own.
On the Buddhic plane, personal identity merges with the universal, and the soul experiences realization of its true nature, oneness with all existence.
The Buddhic body.
The Buddhic body, sometimes called the Sheath of Bliss or Anandamaya kosa, is an energetic vehicle that allows us to operate consciously at this level. Unlike the denser physical and astral bodies, this body is constructed of the subtle energies of intuition and spiritual joy, a bridge between the higher self, Atma, and the causal self, the soul, associated with harmony, bliss, and the absence of conflict. Functioning in your Buddhic body means perceiving reality through direct knowing and participating in the unity of all life.
The Buddhic mind.
The Buddhic mind transcends intellectual thought, entering the realm of direct, non-dual awareness. Intuitive cognition understands reality instantly and directly, rather than by reasoning. Unity consciousness recognizes no boundaries between self and other. Wisdom and discernment, not just information, but living insight that guides compassionate action.
The Buddhic heart and circulatory system.
The Buddhic heart and circulatory system. At the Buddhic level, the heart symbolizes the source of radiant, compassionate love and joy. Great compassion. The Buddhic heart is the wellspring of empathy, unconditional acceptance, and spiritual love. Compassion arises from the direct perception of unity.
The Buddhic circulatory system.
Energy, sometimes described as bliss or spiritual fire, flows from the Buddhic heart throughout the Buddhic body, energizing and purifying not only your own system, but radiating out to others. This energetic circulation is the dynamic expression of spiritual vitality and unity.
The aura of the Buddhic self. Surrounding the Buddhic self is an intensely luminous aura. Radiance and color. The aura is vibrant, harmonious, often perceived as a golden or rainbow light. Field of influence. It radiates peace, compassion, and harmony, positively affecting everyone and everything in its presence. Mirror of unity. The state of this aura reflects the degree to which you are anchored in Buddhic consciousness. Its clarity and brightness represent your embodiment of unconditional love and spiritual unity.
Integration and spiritual significance. Engaging your Buddhic self is an advanced stage of conscious evolution. It marks the shift from individual to universal awareness.
The Buddhic dimension is cultivated through selfless service, meditation, and the direct experience of intuitive wisdom and love. Here, personal suffering gives way to compassion for all, and spiritual practice becomes an expression of natural unity with life.
To install and activate the Buddhic body as part of the Buddhic self, begin by finding a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Take several slow, deep breaths, centering yourself in the present moment. Affirm, under the guidance of my mighty I Am Presence, I request the anchoring and activation of my Buddhic body as part of my Buddhic self. Meditate and breathe in this energy and the beingness of your Buddhic self with the feelings, emotions, and thoughts of being a Buddha. Envision yourself being a Buddha.
When you are ready, take a deep breath, open your eyes, and return to your day. How will you live life as your Buddhic self?
In conclusion, the Buddhic self is your gateway to intuitive truth, spiritual unity, and unconditional compassion, expressed through a subtle body and mind attuned to bliss and oneness. As you live increasingly from this plane, you become a radiant center of harmony, healing, and awakening for the world.
We are happy that you have become closer to your Buddhic self.